Hi, this is a quick tutorial on how to get one-shot effects working for Smash Ultimate. The thing that you require to be already installed is Atmosphere, Arcropolis, and Skyline. If you do not have this installed, I recommend looking up a tutorial. I'll also link down a couple of videos that might help. But to get started, first thing you'll want to do is search for one-shot effects, Smash Ultimate. This will take you to the first page on Game Banana, which has the actual plugin and helper for the one-shot effects. You can download it by clicking on manually download and then download. Next up, to actually get one-shot effects to work, we need the original effects folder from the game. And that is different from other mods. Most mods don't require that you get the original files. One-shot effects is different. And to get these original files, we'll use Arc Explorer. And Arc Explorer is Smash, so go to GitHub. And Arc Explorer works by extracting files from the data.arc, but data.arc is a really big file and it would be a lot of trouble to get it. So we'll be using the over the network method. It basically has a Skyline plugin called Arc Network, which will let your computer connect to which will let Arc Explorer on your computer connect to the switch and extract files from there. So we'll download the plugin first. Then we'll download the actual Arc Explorer. I'm using Windows, so I will download Windows. And lastly, we will need a mod that affects the effects. I will be using Silver Ike because he has a silver trail. He also has red fire. Who doesn't like red fire? So let's just download that. And now we basically have everything we need. So we'll move all of this into the tutorial folder. First thing we'll do is extract Arc Explorer. Delete the zip because we no longer need it. And bam. Before we can start using Arc Explorer, we need to copy over the plugin. And before we copy over the plugin, let's just extract the other plugin as well. It will be an SD card, Atmosphere, ROMFS, Skyline, plugins, and bam. So copy over these two into your Switch's SD card. So go to Atmosphere, Contents, the folder that has 16E000 at the end, ROMFS, Skyline, plugins, and we can paste those in here. And we can delete these because we've already used them where we need them. Next up, we'll get a folder called one-shot effects. And we'll extract the Python files in there. This will help us create the config.json and rename all the necessary files. Then we'll also extract the mod itself. I'm going to rename this to something that makes sense to me. Let's call it Ike, Silver Ike, and C07. Next up, what we need to do now is go to our switch. Actually, before we go to our switch, let's launch our Arc Explorer. It'll ask us to update the hash. Let's do that. Hash labels are updated. You go to File, Connect to Arc. It'll ask you for your IP address. If you do not know what your IP address is, you can easily get it by going to your switch, opening up Homebrew menu by going to Album, pressing Y, and there you have it, your IP address. For me, it's 10.0.0.164. So I'm going to paste that in this section. Remember these settings. It's a lot of trouble to look for the IP address, honestly. And if you click on connect, we actually get an error. Why is that? The reason is for Arc Explorer to actually connect, you need to have Smash already launched. So let's go back to our switch, go to home, and launch Smash. While Smash is launching, we'll actually work on a couple things. Let's rename effect to effect underscore mod, because once we get the original effect folder, it will be easier to identify which one is which. And let's see if Smash is launched by now. Oh, and there we have it. We have the logo at the bottom right. We can go to our Arc Explorer, click on File, Connect to Arc, and connect. And bam. In here, we go to Effect, Fighter, and look for what we need. For us, it would be Ike, so we click on Ike, extract file. By the way, all of these names are in Japanese, so for example, Bowser is Koopa. I will leave a link in the description that has all of these names identified, so it will let you know what you're looking for. But now that we've got Ike, we can actually close the Arc Explorer. If we go to Arc Explorer now, we'll see a new folder called Export, and within it is what we just extracted. So we'll just copy over the Effect folder, go to Tutorial, Ike, and paste it here. Now, the reason we actually extracted the original files is because the trail has 4 files, whereas the mod has 3 files. So we actually needed the original files because if we don't have the 4th file, the mod will not work. So we'll just copy over the folder from mod and put it in the original so it can replace the files that were already there. Now that that's done, we can delete the mod folder because we already replaced the files. And now we're almost done actually. We go to One-Shot Effects and launch this. Key thing here is that if you want to launch this, you need to have Python installed. If you're having issues installing Python, I will leave a exe version of this that should work on Windows. And it is right here. I'm gonna just copy this over here. And this basically does what these 2 files do. The main reason I recommend the exe is because if you don't have Python installed, you might have issues. And if you're having issues installing Python, you will definitely have issues. So let's just launch the exe. It'll ask us to open the root directory for your mod. For me, it would be in download tutorial Ike. This is the root directory. That's where the effect folder is. So you click on select folder. Then it asks you what is the name of the fighter. For us, it would be Ike. If you were using, for example, Bowser, it would be Koopa. Just a side note. That's important stuff. Then it'll ask you what costume slot do you want to move the effect to. Let me actually make sure it's 07. Yeah, it is 07. So let's just type in 07 and press enter. If we go back, we'll see a config.json, and it has automatically renamed these files correctly. Sometimes if you type in just 7, instead of doing 07, it'll do C space 7, so I recommend typing out the 0. But now we're basically done. We just copy over this folder into our ultimate mods folder. All right, we're done. Let's go to Smash, close it out, and relaunch it so we can reload the mods. It'll ask us if you want to enable the new mods. Click yes. Go Smash, Smash. Choose any rules. Choose any stage. And let's choose Ike. And actually let's have random choose a different Ike. And start. Now if everything worked correctly, we should only have the silver soul trail on our Ike, while the CPU has the original golden trail. Let's test it out. And yep, you got silver. Let's see what the CPU has. I think it's gold. Yeah. I'm actually gonna make sure he has gold. Yeah, he has gold. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope it works out for you. Bye bye.